all of the players on this team are relatively good for their role, so should still be a good match. The only problem is when you have new setups, right? Like, there's some time before you can figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, and to work on them, right? So let's see here. Starting off the bans here with the Camille. Could be support, jungle, top Camille. I'm not sure who's spamming it on Eversio. Okay, never mind, they're trolling me. It's gonna be Syndra band, guys. Syndra band. Let's see next here. We see the Evelyn potentially. Now WBR have Locke as a jungler. An old-timer Scuffratones player that stopped playing, but was a nice surprise to see he is back in the jungle role. And Evelyn is his champion of choice most times. And she does get banned out. Eversio don't want to deal with that. Let's see here. Next bans for WBR. What will they be? We have Darius for Igloss. Let me see. Eversio are always changing their lineup. So I imagine it's going to be Awaken Iconic bot lane, right? Drakur mid. So yeah, you can have the Yon ban for Drakur. They ban out Vi actually. Wow, they're really trying to take away chances for the AD carry to fall. WBR putting a lot of faith into NPC Slayer. Thank you Matt for the name change. Appreciate. Let's see here. Last ban. Will it be the Darius or are we okay with that? What else can we ban? We can ban maybe the Senna Bard for Awaken. The Yon for Drakur. No, we're gonna heavily focus on jungle. Wow, okay, so we ban out the Wukong as well. Anivia banned for Eversio. Azakana playing a lot of Anivia these days. Let's see here, last ban. What will it be? We could ban out the Ornn or the Malphite for Pot in the top lane. But we know Igloss likes to give that that friendly competition of camaraderie. So he does not want to ban out any top lane champions. He wants to play against Pot's best champions if possible. Or maybe they pick up Ornn for themselves. Hey, Igloss is no slouch on the Ornn. He's very known to play a good Ornn game. Let's see what the first pick will be. Hey, the champion we've been talking for about 2 minutes for, yeah. There we go, Ornn picked up here for Pot in the top lane, blind pick. Eversio now could respond with the Rumble, with the Gwen, with the Gangplank, potentially Gangplank. The Igloss Gangplank, haven't seen that in a while. Of course, Darius is available. Darius does do a decent job into the Ornn, I would say. So let's see. Yasuo game from Drakur, blind pick Yasuo. Something to note is Azakan, of course, given by the name, he plays Yon, he also plays the Yasuo a lot. But he's also good on the other champs, you know. So let's see what he brings out against Yasuo. Maybe it's gonna be Yon, you know, Yon Yasuo mid lane. Let's see here. Next ban, now next pick from Eversio, what will it be? Something with knockups, please. Maybe the Nunu, maybe Sejuani. There's the Rumble! Rumble in top lane. A very good choice into the Ornn. Potentially the strongest top lane champ at the moment. And the Eversio are lining up for a really nice wombo combo comp. If they go for like a Malphite jungle, and they find like a big Malphite R into the Yasuo ult, into the Rumble ult, yeah, that's a lot of damage. And now WBR going for the Smolder. I'm not a big fan of Smolder when Yasuo was chosen already. I mean, Windwall kind of denies your ult. But if you can time it correctly, Smolder is that kind of champ that could scale into a nightmare here. And he has the Ornn frontline and the Ornn late game tankiness. What else do we go with Smolder here against Rumble Yasuo? Karma, Soraka. Can we get a strong support in the bot lane? Maybe later, maybe later. We go for the Diana though. Just in case Eversio were thinking of going Diana Yasuo. But I mean, there's other champs, right? We can play from jungle, and against the Diana, what would we play here? I mean, if you want, you could go Lilia. Fun fact, Lilia's sleep is not disturbed by Rumble R. So that's very broken. So we go for the Nunu here. Varsal is very happy to play this champion. A comfort pick for him, right? He's very known for the Nunu, for the Kayn, for the Wukong here locally. So he goes for the Nunu. A lot of early ganks, some knock-up setup here for the Yasuo. Very sort of magic damage favorite here, Eversio, but Varsal likes to build that tank Nunu. I'm sure he'll go with the Abyssal Mask, maybe a Bloodletter's Curse to help that rumble damage if Viglos is doing very well. Eversio not playing nicely here, banning out the Yone and the Ambessa for Azakana. They really don't want these matchups for Drakur on the Yasuo. Yikes. Yikes indeed. I like the Nautilus ban here from WBR, and they're choosing to ban out the Karma. I don't know if Karma would have been a good choice here for Eversio. I think Rel fits the bucket. Nico looks like a really good support here as well, and we know Awaken likes to play it. Rakan could also make an appearance. So many champs that Awaken could play. Alistar as well. Alistar into the Diana is really good. Right, Diana dashes in, Alistar knocks her out. We see Misfortune here for Eversio, so they're gonna leave that support pick for the last pick. And let's see here, an aggressive bot lane with the Nunu. Eversio's comp looks like just, they put strong champions and then they have the Yasuo. And always I have problems when they pick Yasuo. I just think this champion doesn't really fit team comps very well. But it is in the hands of one of the best Yasuo players we have locally, so there's always that. Next here for WBR, we go for the Braum Smolder bot lane. So Braum is really good, it denies the Alistar. And it denies the Rel, I guess, I don't know, but like Nico's still in availability. You could still go Alistar if you want. Like I think Rel should be denied by Braum, but we'll wait and see. Rel as a team comp for Eversio is very strong here, right? Gets the knockups for Yasuo, sets up the Misfortune Rumble. So yeah, I mean Rel is a good choice, and also can follow up if Nunu hits a snowball. So yeah, the Rel was an option. We also see Renekton. Wait, what's going on here, guys? It's Renekton mid lane against the Yasuo. Okay, so Azakana bringing out the Crocodile mid lane. Very interesting. Alright, so let's talk a bit about these matchups quickly. Rumble, Ornn. Rumble favorite for sure. Ornn scales, well, I wouldn't say better, but at least provides some frontline. The problem is Rumble has a lot of ways of denying your magic resist. He reduces your magic resist and deals a lot of damage to your backline. So Smolder here, despite having Braum, Renekton, Ornn, once he uses his E, he has very minimal mobility, and a Rumble ult on his head equals Smolder can't really play the fight. So that's something to think about here. Next up in the jungle, Diana versus Nunu and Willump. Diana clears faster, but Nunu has better objective control thanks to Consume. Ganks are of course Nunu favored, but Diana has better counter ganks, especially post 6, as Nunu has to sort of commit all in to do his gank, and Diana can capitalize on the moment. So we'll have to wait and see. Diana also clears faster and can theoretically scale into her second item spike faster if the Nunu ganks are not going that well. So next up here in the mid lane, we have Renekton versus Yasuo. I assume Renekton is favored, that's why Azakana picked it. Both sides are Yasuo experts, let's say, so they should know how this matchup goes. I assume Drakur, given his playstyle, knows how to hang back, farm up, and take fights that he can win. Meanwhile, Azakana, more of like an all or nothing type playstyle. He likes to dive in deep and go for the kill. So let's see if that gives him an advantage or puts him behind. Lastly in bot lane, Rel Misfortune against Smolder Braum. Smolder Braum kind of want to do nothing and only take trades that are overcommitted from Iconic and Awaken. Smolder scales a lot better than Misfortune, but if ahead, especially in a team comp this AoE focused, Misfortune is a very strong choice. Very interesting is that Awaken is on the AD carry and Iconic remained in the support position. Iconic taking the support role very seriously. It seems like he wants to get in that practice and does not want to play AD carry, in fact. So yeah, very interesting. Awaken as an AD carry, he's a bit more of the passive side, as in he really likes to play positioning and play for like fights he knows he can win. I think it's very clever of him as well. If Rel goes in haphazardly, he should be able to get stunned and lose the trade. So that's why I'm assuming Braum wins this, especially with the Braum shield. You can deny the misfortune ult altogether. But it's Eversio, guys. I mean, all these advantages I've mentioned, at the end of the day, it's Eversio. They for sure know what's up. Look at that. They even predicted the ward. Azakana Drakur fighting off level 1. Drakur going in surprises me here. Drops the exhaust and just gets first blooded by Azakana. Oi, oi, oi. Drakur, what are you doing? Having some fun, having some fun. Interesting NPC Slayer here, going for the Doran's Helm as well. A tanky Smolder is a stackable Smolder. And I think that's the tech to go with. We've never seen Gengar before. Hello Gengar, welcome to the League of Malta tournaments. Igloss should know this matchup like the back of his hand. He's proficient on the Ornn and has done a lot of time playing the Rumble. We see Pot opting for Teleport, Exhaust as summoner spells. He even decides to build his Doran's Shield late, so he can get Doran's Shield and refillable potion. Now NPC Slayer, guys, he's a very good AD carry as well. Top 4 AD carries in Malta for sure. So he's no slouch. He is most known for his solo kill on Hido back in the day alongside Brimba. So watch out for NPC Slayer. Also known as Mr. Small. Pot here gets the knockup onto Igloss. Lock is here. Igloss managing to trade the 1-for-1, but that's a kill onto the Diana. So we'll definitely take that. Interesting here. Locke skipped a camp to get this kill, but opting to skimp his Gromp camp rather than his blue buff. Varsal making a snowball to the mid lane. Azakana could be in some danger here. The snowball whiffs. Azakana trying to get into the wave. He flashes to his jungler. He manages to get that heal. And now the disengage happens here. A flash used though from Azakana. Varsal lining up another snowball. Excellent knock-up from Drakur. A bit of disrespect there from Azakana, not thinking about the potential regank. We're seeing that Braum shield coming in clutch. NPC Slayer dodges a couple more autos there from Awaken. The drill that punches the stars. A Gurren Lagann mention here from the Rumble skin. Always nice to see some references here and there. Now, despite being in this position, WBR do not want a gank here as they want to take a recall and get the Smolder's resources back up. He will teleport back bot lane. That teleport coming in clutch. He picks up a Cull, longsword and a potion. And back to farming we go. Pot handling himself pretty well here in the Rumble matchup. Down 10 CS currently. And let's see, can we get more out of Locke here potentially? Igloss decides to Rumble out here just to shove in the wave. So that he can get a clean recall and dodge the Diana gank. There's the Ornalt. It does land. Igloss is in trouble here. The fadeaway Q from Locke. It does get the kill, and the Ignite's not enough, and Locke gets a second kill of the match. Locke coming out of retirement with a fire under his belly. Meanwhile though, Varsal did secure the first dragon here, the Mountain Dragon, giving resistances to everyone on the team. We're starting to see the strength here of Braum and these trades, really denying a lot of what Eversio wants. Meanwhile in the mid lane though, Azakana bites off more than he can chew. He almost gets the kill onto Drakur, but Drakur walking away swiftly, knowing exactly the timing to go in and to go out. Interesting. Locke was looking to gank here, but Iconic places down a ward just in time. Azakana going in. He tries to keep finding these trades, but Drakur is slowly edging him. He picked up the plated steel caps here. We see Varsal trying to gank here. He has Igloss, but there comes the Ornalt. And big damage coming out, but it's not enough. Varsal walks away. Here comes Azakana though. Can they find Igloss? Igloss falling down low, but he has that passive taking away a lot of damage from the Rumble. Drakur finds the knock up onto Pot as well, and Igloss, I thought he will live that, but Pot manages to find the return kill. That's 2 for 1 for Eversio. And now Azakana's going in, he pops the Renekton out. Can he get out is the question. No, he cannot. Drakur gets on top of him, picking up yet another kill. Looking like nice and easy game here at the moment for Eversio. Their saving grace bot lane is down 30 CS currently. I mean, that's a tough one. But here comes Locke. A bit tricky to take these angles. It's all warded up. So where do you go from there? With this ward placing, they need Azakana to remove that river ward so that Locke can maybe gank the bot lane. All these wards are giving just enough space. It's either that or Locke has to somehow make it into these bot side bushes off tempo. Let's see here, we're looking to gank mid lane again. Iconic is around town and so is Varsal, coming in with the snowball. They get the knock up, but they don't want to engage on it. Dragon will be spawning soon here. We're looking to potentially dive bot lane. Snowball coming in. Does it connect? It does, but just because Braum blocked it. Now that's a Chad support right there. We see another gank attempt in the top lane, or an alt use, but Iglos gets out of that one. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Azakana pops his alt and uses his Q to heal, but it's not enough. Varsal and Drakur drop him. Varsal now on a killing spree with the Nunu. See, that's dragon number 2. Great control from Varsal here. Gets the pick mid, goes take the free dragon. Now back to farming. We see some action here around the bot side. As Locke is in town here, he does have his first item complete as well. Problem is, entry to this bot lane seems very limited. We see Varsal here prepping up a snowball. A big ult from Iconic. Here comes Awaken as well. The Braum shield though saving a lot of the damage. Locke ults in, but there's no follow-up at all. An NPC Slayer chooses to walk away from that one. He knows the next snowball is coming, so he just opts to back off and just let it be. They need to expect those rel engages to happen. Just in the heat of the moment, you're not really thinking about it, are you? Alright, Drakur with the flash auto Q. We saw the ignite from Azakana popped. He was still thinking about whether to go in on the next rotation, but Drakur limited that space of thinking. He's like, nope, you don't get to think about that one, buddy. I'm just gonna flash auto Q you and you're gonna die. Pot goes in onto Iglos, drops the exhaust and gets the kill. Pot the goat. Well, the stag, actually. He's playing Ornn, but hey, finds the solo bolo onto Iglos. Just goes to show comfort over counter here. As Pot knowing his limits. Awaken finishing up the Bloodthirster. It's gonna be hard to trade into Awaken Iconic now, as Awaken can just heal up. Azakana continues the trend of giving them space to get these kills. Locke drops the ult. Varsal misses his snowball. Pot is here. But Drakur just deals so much damage. Guys, you gotta be careful. Can we take on the Drakur? I don't think so. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we've missed that. But Iconic can Awaken tower dive. NPC Slayer and Gengar while taking out the tier 1 turret. It's not looking good, bruv. Not looking good. Nice W there from Pod, dodging the knock-up from Drakur. Alright, we're not gonna comment. Does he live though? Can you live, Azakana? No, you can't. I mean, Locke's trying, but when a 2-level lead top laner comes in, that's Rumble and he's overheated, he's just punching you to high heaven. You can't really do anything against that, can you? Oh no, NPC Slayer finds the robot and Iglos just pelleting him away. No hope, no hope. Would have been best here to send the Smolder mid and maybe Azakana in the bot lane. Pot is getting towered off here by 3 people on the top side. It's gonna take a while, but they're surely taking him down. There it is. Pot goes down. Drakur's on the rampage with the Yasuo. Azakana finds Awaken. Does he win this? The Ignite is popped. Awaken forced to flash as Locke was coming in here. Oh, here comes Varsal at Mach 20 with the snowball. Oh no, Locke gets locked into that root with Awaken's ult. The bullet time landing on him. Cannot really escape that. We've kind of lost the plot here. WBR are kind of scattered in their play. That's the 3rd dragon. One more dragon should be that Wind Soul. One of the stronger dragon souls to have for winning the game. Come on, Azakana. Where is that crocodile? A bit of a scattered fight, but the Rel ult lands. Drakur follows up. Locks first of all, Gengar follows, and now Eversio are 4 people pushing down this mid lane turret. And they will get yet another kill here and take that tier 2 turret. They drop the Herald. Tier 3 is theirs as well. Do they go for the inhibitor? No, they opt not to and instead choose to push that tier 2 top lane, which I think is definitely a smarter choice here. The inhibitor giving you not as much gold as it would the top lane turret, and Drakur picks up another kill. Azakana doing more for crocodiles than a steakhouse here. I mean, it seems like crocodile steak is very delicious. He's serving it up to Eversio every chance he can get. Opting not to take that ward now might be problematic as in the future, you know, if you can't really move in and out of your jungle. So we'll wait and see if that has any repercussions, but it's about to fade away. You see Iconic already walking towards it to try and replace the ward. Ward drop there from Iconic, hovering Drakur just in case he gets engaged on. See Varsala on the side there starting his snowball. Here comes Iconic, there's the Rel ult used. They get Azakana, and Drakur is godlike. Varsal flashes in to get the root. They try to engage onto NPC Slayer, though he manages to flash out and exhaust, but the damage is too much as Awaken comes from the side. And now Gengar falls and Eversio keep piling on the characters. And now we'll take that tier 2 turret after a successful 3-man dive. 3 members of WBR falling here before the turret. Let's see. Starting up a 20-minute Baron here. Eversio have the resources for it. They are currently up 14k gold. Well, 15k gold now. Azakana flashes away, forced to ult. But there's the Rumble, there's a flash from Awaken, a bit unnecessary. But hey, a kill's a kill, right? And now Eversio will probably be looking to end this match. They're pushing in the top side, they have Baron, they're pushing in the mid lane as well. Let's see, the inhib's down. Rotating now to the top side. Tier 3 turret is falling faster than you can watch. And down it goes. Inhibitor is up next. Eversio might not have an ending angle here if they don't find a big rel ult. So they'll look to push in the bot side now and get that triple inhibitor. Dragon has spawned, it is their sole point. And a masterclass at the League of Legends macro. Discipline and where you should be. They recoil and head straight off to Dragon. Locke is here, tries to go for the smite steal, but smites too early. And Varsal, not known for his smites this time though, shows the world the difference. He does get that Dragon Soul. And this looks like the end of the match, guys. We see Iglos flashing in, gets the kill on NPC Slayer. Awaken takes down Gengar. Pot soon follows here. In the meanwhile, Iglos took down Azakana for another time. And that's an ace for Eversio. And looks like they'll be finishing off this match. The swag out there from Varsal. Victory for Eversio, which is usually their preferred state, so I don't know. Maybe we're cooking. So let's see here. First bans. We might get similar stuff here. Question is, what did we ban the last time? Let's see, 1 second. So we had, yeah, Syndra, Vi, Wukong bans, right? And on the Eversio side was Evelyn, Anivia, Tristana. I'm curious if the bans get a shake up or not, but let's see. WBR taking their time here in the pick ban phase, using all the seconds they can to discuss and see what they want to ban and choose. Nautilus, very early ban for the Nautilus. Alright, they were indecisive about the Vi Wukong potentially, but this does mean that one of these junglers makes it through the draft. So let's see, next bans here for Eversio, probably again the Anivia, the Tristana. Hard champs to lane against. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Yone first pick from WBR this match, but let's see. Karma ban, interesting. So we're not banning jungle that heavily this time. Sorry, something with my eyes. Wawawiwa. And in fact, Eversio kind of pick up on that and ban out the Yone themselves. So Tristana is available. Let's see what WBR go for on the first pick. I'd like to see a Nyla out of NPCs there. Oh, a Victor, really? Victor. Azakana Victor, blind pick Victor here. And I don't know about Drakur, but he could play the Orianna. But I don't think he plays that champion. Let's see. Ari is an option. Ah, Ryze, yes. I forgot about it. He's been playing Ryze a lot, Drakur, these days, so let's see how he can handle the Victor. Nice Ryze debut here at the ICTSA for Drakur. Let's see next picks here for Eversio. We can pick up the AD carry here, or let's see. What do we go for? The jungle perhaps, maybe the Wukong, or the Vi. Let's see. We pick up Ezreal here potentially for Awaken. No, Jarvan. Okay, fair enough. I think Jarvan makes more sense than Wukong because Ryze kind of wants a bit of time and space to scale up And if you go with the Wukong, which also wants that time and space, you're just not gonna have a mid jungle until like the 10th minute, right? So yeah, Jarvan solid, Ryze can snare, Jarvan lands EQ, Ryze lands his other abilities. WBR going for the Victor-Viego combination, very good. Victor cannot be behind in this matchup, okay? Because Victor needs to deal the damage for Viego to feel safe to go in and start getting those resets. I'm curious what they pair it with here. AD carry. I'd like to see something like Sivir. I think Sivir that makes a lot of sense here. Jarvan's Ryze are kind of low range, so Sivir can dish out a lot of damage. Also gives you that engage. Alright, Pyke. Sinister Pyke here. This guy is the GOAT on Pyke, so be careful. It's also Awaken's Kryptonite I hear. And we see the potential Kog'Maw hover here. Let's see. Awaken does play Jhin. He plays what's the feather lady? Xayah. He plays Xayah. He's not really known for his Ezreal, but I mean it's being hovered and it's being locked in. So yeah, we're gonna have the Awaken on the Ezreal. So let's see. Next bans, what will they be? Will we ban the Ambessa again? No, we don't need to because Victor is banned. We will ban the Tristana instead. And I'm curious what Eversio banned last year. WBR will also be showing new bans as jungle is picked, so let's see. I would assume you want to ban out Thresh here for Iconic, as he's very familiar with this champion and I think it would do really well into Viego Pyke. Janna is also a respectable ban. Let's see, Corki banned out here. Corki does a lot of damage in short range against Ryze Jarvan, so I like the ban here. What's the last ban going to be from WBR? Let's see. If they know what's up, I mean, I'm banning Thresh here for sure, but curious as to what they decided. We'll go for the Nami ban, really. I would assume that Pyke would be happy with Nami, but it does get banned out. Let's see what Eversio pick up here as the support. I'm assuming they're gonna leave top lane for blind here, as they have the option. Sorry, for counter pick, I mean, not blind. We're going with Leona in the bot lane, okay. Not Thresh. So I guess the theory with Leona is if Pyke goes in, we're gonna go in as well, right? So, let's see here. We have the options to pick up AD carry and top lane here for WBR. What would you go with Pyke that's also great into engage comps is the question. I mean, I'd like to see the Nyla pick up. I think Xayah is okay as well. We see Cassante blind here from WBR. So Pot will be playing his Cassante. He's very good on Cassante and the Ornn, so he's quite comfortable. Let's see what we go for AD carry. I think Nyla, Sivir. I think this is one of the games I would go an AP bot laner, to be honest. Or Samira. Hoi, oi, oi. I mean, there's nothing Ezreal can do for Samira. And most of the CC available is very dodgeable. Only Leona, right? Only Leona Q. So, let's see. I mean, Jarvan knockup will stop Samira ult, but usually they start with that, right? And Samira finishes with her ult. And Ryze W, which is point and click, will not be able to disturb it. Let's see what's last pick here for Eversio. They go for the Gangplank. Aiglos brings out the Gangplank again. He's been missing this champion. We've memed on him a lot when he plays it, that he will go first blood every game. As in that he will be the first blood every game, so yeah. Nice to see Aiglos bringing out the GP again. Let us see how long it will take to start. Mela, let's talk a bit about these matchups as before they start the draft, right? So we have Cassante versus Gangplank. Definitely, it's hard, guys. It's hard because it really depends on how good the Gangplank is, right? If Gangplank is very good, Gangplank can definitely win this matchup. Scale to beyond belief, and like Cassante is nothing, literally. But if Cassante, you know, he has a lot of good tools. He has early game DPS. He has that ult to take Gangplank out of the fights and sort of battle him in a 1v1. So yeah, I mean, let's call it skill dependent. Both sides could snowball uncontrollably. Maybe jungle dependent. I will have to wait and see. So Viego Jarvan. Viego scales a bit better. Jarvan has, of course, the early game, mid game, like best engage, holding people in place, and all that stuff, right? He can dash over walls. Viego can't really do that. And Viego is very team play oriented, right? If his team is behind, he can't really play the game. While Jarvan, if his team is behind, he could still find that pick and like help his team sort of come back. Viego farms better, scales better in the 1v1 scenario, but as a whole, Jarvan here just sets up the Leona, sets up Gangplank, sets up Ryze. So as a team, it makes a lot more sense. But Viego has the Victor, has the Samira, so that's a lot of people falling low, and then Viego Pyke kind of clean up crew, right? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Jarvan as well has better dive angles as well, so some stuff to consider. Next up in the mid lane, we have Victor against the Ryze. I have no idea how this matchup goes. I think Victor should outrange Ryze and has nice trades with Q, but Ryze can shove the wave a lot faster and scales. I wouldn't say better, because Victor has the range advantage, right? You could kite the Ryze and make it a bit harder for him to get on top of you in isolation. But Pyke, Samira, Viego, even Cassante to some extent, these very like close range champions, if Ryze is ahead, he can really do a lot of damage in a short time in a team fight. So be careful for that as well. Ryze, and we know Dracur, right? He's gonna take fights he knows he can handle. And in the bot lane, last but not least, here we have the Pyke Samira versus Leona Ezreal. My brain hurts. I have no idea 100% who wins this. I assume level 1 if Pyke hooks in with Ignite Hail of Blades, you know. Could be first blood favored for WBR. But similarly, like if Leona gets to that level 3 and they take like trades with abilities with the Ezreal Leona, I think it could go either way. Leona, of course, is an engaged champion. Pyke is more of like the assassination cleaning champion. The problem WBR have, they don't have a specific engaged champion at the moment, right? Now, Pyke could look to engage, but that's not really his strength. WBR would have benefited from something that keeps people clumped up together, so Victor, Samira can do their damage, and then Viego cleans up, right? So, but Sinister on Pyke, he's very good. We're 1-0, Mick. 1-0, 1-0. Alright. So, yeah. As I was saying, if Pyke Samira though start to snowball, I mean Leona can stun, but if Ezreal can't really follow up, it's gonna be tough, right? Samira just engages on Ezreal. As well, we've been seeing a lot of fights like towards the Void Grabs Herald area. If Ezreal is left alone against Samira, I'm pretty sure he can get dove by this champion. So yeah, let's think about that as well. They have not started. Please start the draft, guys. I'm running out of things to say. But yeah, in a calculated team fight, I mean, the ideal here is WBR don't fall behind and somehow get Victor or Samira a bit ahead, and it wouldn't hurt to get Cassante ahead as well. So there's a lot of people that want to be ahead in WBR, which is very hard for Viego to prioritize, but it makes it very easy for Eversio, because anyone that gets ganked, you're going to be playing into the enemy win con, right? You're going to be holding them back from achieving that damage to allow Pyke and Viego to clean up. Some benefits we haven't talked about. Ryze is a low mobility mid laner, and Pyke is very well known for his roams, and so Dracur could be in some danger. It's all up to Iconic and to Varsal and how they hover their mid laner in case Pyke is ever missing. Cassante to some extent as well plays really good into Leona if she ever goes in. You could ult her out and get straight onto the backline, start dealing damage to the Gangplank and Ezreal, but if he ever ults too quick in a fight, he's gonna lose half his health, become squishier, and Gangplank Ezreal will just one-shot. So I'm pretty sure Pot knows what to do. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. We're just waiting on one player, guys, from WBR to log in. And we should be good to go. He had a Windows update, sadly, so we just had to wait for it. Nothing much we can do about that. So yeah, give it a couple more minutes, we'll be back with more action. This is the great time, guys, to go to the toilet, go grab some water, you know, charge up before the match. Let's see, where is he? Ah. There he is, there he is. Alright. Let's see. They seem to be ready. Alright, let's go. Alright, guys, 50 seconds, 40 seconds, and we're gonna be getting into the match, okay? But at least this time we got some more time to talk about these matchups. So I'm happy we could facilitate that at least. Pretty sure both sides had enough time to talk about their game plans and what to do. I will potentially be leaving you for just a minute or two as the game starts. I'll let you watch the match. I really need to talk to my toilet, unfortunately. Yeah, he owes me money. All eyes on bot lane. I imagine it will be the most volatile lane. Bot lane and potentially top lane between Cassante and the Gangplank. Cinema bot lanes, yes, I agree. Yeah, we know Iglos likes to be aggressive on the GP. And against Cassante, you kind of need to land those passive strikes, right? Get that through damage, get the gold, farm up to your items, and then start attacking. Alright guys, let's see it. We are going into the game. Holy smokes. 20 MS. What? Alright guys. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna leave you for just 2 minutes. Need to go to the toilet and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I missed it. No, I missed the first blood. Damn. Sinister the goat, apparently. I was completely wrong about that one. No, I wasn't. Sorry, Danigo. I was talking to the toilet, you know. Yep. I'll have to watch the replay to catch that. I had no doubts, guys. Sinister on the pike. Watch out for this guy, eh? He'll take over the game. Eversio, you're really playing towards this double scuttle here. Viego opted to recall. And Pot forced to flash here in the top side. Seems like Iglos is getting the better of him with the pirate. Skill matchup, huh? But let's see, Locke is posturing here to get a gank off against Iglos. The teleport's coming in as well. Oh, the flash barely missed the Q! Locke, no! That was so yours, my friend. Unlucky. Meanwhile, in the bot lane here, the earlier kill did not translate into power as Waken and Iconic getting back their lane priority. Alright. Mid laners trading. Sinister, look at him. He's baiting out the Leona E from Iconic, dashing backwards to drag him back, and then attempting to hook him into tower range. Now that's a pike master if you've ever seen one. Meanwhile though, Locke is in a bit of trouble but manages to smite away his camp as he gets invaded by Varsal and Drakur here. This could be setting up for a dive in the bot lane. Let's see. And it seems like we're just gonna have to settle for it. Oh no, NPC Slayer goes down there as Varsal EQs over. And all in the meantime, Iconic has just been hitting the turret, getting the gold. Let's see, well, Drakur's farming certainly looks on point with the Rise. Let's see, Locke looking to gank Iglos again, the Ignite goes out. Is this enough though? No! Iglos will not trade 1 for 1. And Locke manages to pick up another kill. So we are starting the first dragon here. Eversio will be on it. We see Iconic wrapping around NPC Slayer and Sinister here. Coming in with the Leona. Varsal won't be here in time to help this fight. But Sinister in a tricky spot now. NPC Slayer is the one-day target. He gets ignited. Drakur comes in with a teleport. And NPC Slayer goes down. Sinister in the meanwhile trying to find the solo play onto Varsal. Trying to escape. He will not get any support. And now Iconics on this side. He's flanking. Do you see the minimap, guys? A bit of a tricky spot they're in. Sinister manages to dash out. Locke needs to not greet his camp. Can he get out? He's gonna get stunned. There's the damage. The Eversio out from downtown. As Awaken drops that last bit of damage needed. Drakur picks up the kill. Now Azakana's on this side. Pops his ghost. And Varsal's first to fall. Here's an NPC Slayer. Picks up a kill of his own. Azakana on the run. Sinister is here trying to look if he can stop any aggressive play from happening. Awaken comes in onto the fight. But he's level 6. To NPC Slayer is level 5. And that's gonna be a double kill. A bit of an extended play here from WBR. But the extended play continues as Eversio is still winning to keep fighting. And now Locke comes in, gets his first reset. Can he get another? No, not today. And now Varsal is here. Holy! It's a non-stop 2 minutes of action. A nice stun from Locke, but it's not enough. Azakana goes down to the Jarvan flag toss combo there. A lot of action across the map. The tempo of the match did change from the last one. We're only down 2.5k at the moment. But we're still far from being able to defeat Eversio. We see Iglos flashing away the W from Pot. And Pot... Whoa. Okay. Well, the good news is Eversio took Void Grubs. Nice solo kill there for Pot. Very well, very well. It happens to the best of us, guys. But it seems to be happening to Azakana more often than not, right? I don't know. Ooh, that Q, if it landed from Drakur, would have been the kill. Nice little play there by Drakur, almost getting the kill thanks to Iconic's assistance. Let's see, we're in a bit of a lull state, and Eversio are quite happy with that. They are ahead, they are farmed up, and all they need to do from this, like if the game pauses right now and just no kills happen, we can just go straight to the objectives and Eversio will be winning them, right? So Eversio doesn't really need to do anything. Let's see, we might be able to spot Iconic here, and it is the case. Meanwhile in the top lane here, Iglos could be going down a spot. Gets the ult and kill. WBR turning up the heat. Finding 2 map plays. One in bot and one in top. Well done, WBR. Now if only Azakana doesn't get caught out here. My goat. He lives it. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go! For all you Rise fans out there. Varsal's on the side, uses the Jarvan ult. Azakana does not have flash, and that's gonna be a quick kill. He is not respecting the range he's in. Jarvan could even be behind the Raptor wall for all he knows. And that result would be the same. The only saving grace is that Iconic picks up the kill, but in terms of overall map presence, it allows Drakur to push in the next wave, get a tower plate, and for Eversio to secure the Infernal Dragon. We see Locke on the other side of the map though, taking advantage of the bot side play here. He'll try to steal the enemy raptors and potentially look to dive top lane maybe, or even take the Krugs. He'll have to be careful though, as Varsal here is recalling, and I imagine his first course of action is to head off onto the top side. Locke needs to decide if they want to gank Iglos, it needs to be now, or if he wants those Krugs. So the Krugs are secured. Iglos positioning relatively safely here, just in case he gets ganked. His jungler probably advised that Locke is around here, seeing his raptors are not there. Let's see, Locke is here, but Varsal is there to challenge. Meanwhile, on the side here in the bot lane, we see a big fight. Awaken and Iconic come out on top with a double kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane though, it's Locke and Pod that are winning it, but Varsal saves it with a 1-for-1 exchange, and here comes Drakur, using that Rise Ult to teleport across the map, and now Pot is in danger. Pot shields away, he's trying to find something, but he will not walk out of that one. Drakur is now unstoppable. We see Azagana trying to pass upwards here in the river, but realizes a bit too late it's all pointless, and goes back to shoving in the mid lane. Oi oi oi. Let's see here. Oh, no. Blink and you miss it. Azagana falls to that mid lane gank from Iconic and Iglos. Awaken tries to ult Sinister. Gets blocked by Samira, but the flash Q just lands. Call him the sniper. Let's see, so we send Drakur in top lane to deal with this Cassante, so that Iglos can farm a bit more. Iglos going for the Omnivamp boots. We see Pot turning on the aggression though. The W does not land, but here comes Iconic on the side. Is Iconic enough to turn the tide? Sinister is here as well. The Q not landing from Pot. Pot chooses to flash out. And now we see the remainder of Eversio are coming. We see as well NPC Slayer trying to pellet Awaken, but Varsal is here in time to finish that off. And meanwhile, Iglos picks up a kill on Azagana. And now Locke is coming as fast as he can, but he will not be there in time to return the favor. And Pot's looking very diveable right now. He gets ulted. Drakur is now dominating. A quick rise combo does it. And down goes Pot just beneath his turret. Yeah, Rift Herald apparently bashed here. I've never seen that. They were pinging it. Let's see here. Locke is trying to invade, but he is spotted by Iglos and Awaken on the minimap, if you can see bottom right. And he's choosing the long way route. He ults out as a dash, uses the E. But the remainder of Eversio are here, so this is just quite a wild escape attempt. Will he manage to get the execute? He's working for it. And it looks like he will get it. No, there's the Gangplank ult! The universal click a button, kill a champion. Well done to Iglos identifying the potentiality of that play. Let's see, can he get another solo play here on Azagana, or can Azagana get revenge for earlier? There is the ult from Iconic. The flash for flash traded here. Azagana has no flash. And now Iglos could look to pressure. We see Sinister there on the side. Iconic engages, but just to get away. Let's see, and that will be Dragon's Soul Point here for Eversio. It is started. Not guaranteed just yet, but it looks just about done. Meanwhile, Iglos here taking a brunt of damage, but not enough to threaten him. Sinister is on the side. The Ignite goes out, Awaken is here. They quickly drop Azakana now. Can Sinister get a reset? Oh, he's so low. And then the quick WQ from Awaken finishes the job. It's falling apart for WBR. The Herald summoned in the mid lane. Iglos goes down though as Locke is here. And now Locke forced off as the damage from Awaken is just too much. Iconic lands a good ult and Locke is taken down. Meanwhile, NPC Slayer finds a nice ult angle. The Protoplasm harness from Iconic denies the reset. Oi, Awaken fails the Q but gets the auto. Meanwhile, Iconic was tanking the turret. And Eversio continue their complete pub stomping of this match. 2 kills, a turret, somewhere along the way Locke died as well. Varsal got mid lane tier 1 and tier 2. Drakur is getting tier 2. Oi oi oi. That's all I have to say. You just have to imagine if you are WBR right now. Hopefully the comms are not too chaotic and everyone's just able to hang in there mentally. League of Legends is a challenging game in that aspect as well. Iglos threatening Pot here. He does a lot of damage to him, but Sinister is around town and Iglos gets the 1-2 punch and Pot takes him out of the equation. There's the Ezreal ult! Oy! It's not dodged, but it's not enough to finish the job. Locke is in danger here, uses the ult to dodge the Leona CC. But the Rise root, is it enough to hold him in place? It is. The damage from Drakur is something else. The Rise ult is used, it snares Azakana. And Iconic Varsal finished the job. Varsal confidently ulting in there, forcing Sinister to flash away. And now Pod gets knocked up. There's the damage. Drakur lands the final shot. And the top laner is down. Seems like Eversio are not finished here. They won that tier 3 turret as well. Iglos walking down mid lane. It seems like Baron is the next objective here. We see Iglos already posturing towards it. Oh, Drakur gets hooked in. But should we call an ambulance for WBR? It seems the case. They thought Drakur was in danger, but indeed he was the danger. And now Eversio go straight to the Baron. Iglos already started it for them. What a good chap. Job's done. So yeah, Baron secured. We're using all our resources to escape here on the side of WBR. It's not really a healthy image you want to see. We see Awaken though getting caught out. Similar to Pot in the bot side. WBR managed to find a trade here. AD carry for top lane. It's something. While this is happening, Iglos is pushing in the top side. We see Drakur getting engaged on. Onto Iconic. Lock flashes forward, does not land W. There's a teleport from Iglos. NPC Slayer tried to get the alt reset, but he gets exhausted and stunned. And it's a quick double kill for Iglos. Iconic goes in, the Rise ult teleports the other members. And that's looking like a GG, guys. A big fight here, excellently played by Eversio. Nice timing, kiting back, reinforcing when necessary, baiting in the enemies. Well done, well done. Overall, we've yet to see a team that brings forth such cadence to a team fight. And, you know, it used to be nice with Agony, Eversio, but now we really need to step up our game, guys, if we need to beat them. But well played, well played. Good job, Eversio. Nice try, WBR. And wishing you good luck in the loser bracket tomorrow.